Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, as the Bitcoin bull market continues, we are now seeing a rare breakout opportunity for Bitcoin, which is potentially copying the price action of gold. So this could be revealing what is coming next for the price of Bitcoin, as a major Bitcoin short squeeze is playing out right now, while Ethereum is also breaking out further to the upside towards this resistance, while Solana is now breaking out towards its all-time high. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, starting off on the weekly Bitcoin chart, and right now the price of Bitcoin is still perfectly playing out the bull run, which was to be expected. Obviously, I've been talking about this for a long time now on the channel, and so this is still playing out on the larger time frames, looking very, very bullish. But if we're taking a look at this weekly Bitcoin chart right here on the linear scale, we can see a massive cup and handle pattern that's been forming since basically the end of 2021. So this is looking at multiple years worth of price action, and only just over the last one day, we've now officially confirmed a weekly candle close above this massive line of resistance, which was sitting at around 73 to 74,000. But once again, it was only just over the last one day, we actually confirmed the weekly candle close above that level of resistance. So this is a huge bullish signal on the weekly time frame. And what's very interesting is if we're taking a look at the gold chart, this is the price of gold on the monthly time frame, but it's still showing a very similar pattern right here that actually formed over many years. But most recently here, we actually saw a major breakout for the price of gold. As we can clearly see, the moment the price of gold finally broke out from this bullish cup and handle pattern, finally breaking out above this significant line of resistance, obviously the price of gold exploded to the upside, as we can see here. And if we're actually measuring out that move from the point of the breakout to that current high, actually as of right now, the current high in the price of gold, that's around a 40% move to the upside. But that's gold we're talking about. Bitcoin moves a lot faster than gold, but even if we just see a 40% move from the point of the breakout here, 40% move for Bitcoin to the upside would be basically $103,000. So that will take the price of Bitcoin above $100,000 per Bitcoin if we simply just follow what gold did. But once again, Bitcoin moves a lot faster and has much larger moves percentage-wise compared to gold, so it's likely we'll see a larger than 40% move to the upside. And so if we're actually measuring the technical price target for this cup and handle pattern, now that we have confirmed the breakout to the upside, measuring out that technical price target, that's sitting at around $126,000, so just above $120,000 per Bitcoin as a technical price target based on this huge cup and handle pattern, which is now active. We've now confirmed the breakout, not just with a daily candle close, but a weekly candle close into new all-time highs, starting the next major bull run with price targets beyond $100,000. And once again, right now we're seeing very similar price action compared to what we saw right here back in gold. But right now, Bitcoin's only just starting this breakout, and we can see what happened next with gold from this bullish cup and handle pattern. So this is potentially what we could be expecting over the coming weeks and months. And now, as I always say here on the channel, if you zoom into smaller time frames, of course, in the short term, from time to time, we see slight little pullbacks here and there. So if you're new to all of this, don't get shaken out. Don't just panic sell everything if we see a slight little pullback in the short term on a small time frame, because when we're zooming out, looking at the bigger picture at what we should be expecting over the next few months, things are looking very bullish right now based on many different chart patterns and indicators. And speaking about bullish indicators, looking at the 4-day Bitcoin chart here in the super trendy indicator, this is still sitting in the green, indicating a bull run or a bull market. And so if we're taking a look at the 2-day time frame, of course, we're continuing the bull run, the major breakout from this descending broadening wedge pattern, which I've been saying since all the way back down here at around $65,000. Once we broke that level, that's extremely bullish. Expect a bull run. And ever since then, we've seen exactly that as expected. But like I've been saying here on the channel, this is potentially just the beginning. So if you're just finding this channel now and you've missed out on this run, do not worry. There's potentially a lot more opportunity to come. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel with notifications turned on and share these videos around, because it's not too late just yet, but very soon it will be too late to enter into Bitcoin for at least this bull run right here. So it's not too late just yet. Share these videos around, because basically the opportunity is running out. But right now we're about to see a major bull run. And while this bull run is already starting to play out on the 2-day time frame as expected, if we're taking a look at the daily Bitcoin chart, we can see this 1618 Fibonacci extension sitting at around $89,000. And like I've been saying recently here on the channel over and over again, since we broke out above the all-time high at around 74,000, I said expect to move fairly quickly up towards around 89,000. First of all, we did have a price target at $80,000, but obviously we've already hit that 80K price target. So right now we're targeting 89,000, and at this rate, honestly, any day now we're likely going to hit that 89K price target. And so we're actually a lot closer to some of those massive price targets like 100,000 than what people actually realize. So for example, if we're zooming out on this Bitcoin chart, from where we are right now to that 100K price target, that's only around an 18% move to the upside. So less than a 20% pump, and we're at $100,000 per Bitcoin. And keep in mind, just over the last couple of weeks here, we've pumped well over 20% to the upside in basically 2 to 3 weeks. And so basically, if we just have the same gain that we had over the last couple of weeks, if we repeat that again over the next couple of weeks, then we'll hit $100,000 per Bitcoin. It's actually getting very close, and closer than what a lot of people realize. So a lot of people see these huge price targets like 89,000 or 100,000 or beyond and think there's no way Bitcoin could possibly get there, but we are getting there. It's only a matter of time. And so that's why I said in my last video here on the channel, when the price of Bitcoin was at around 79,000, I said it might look too late right now, but it's not too late, because even though we're at all-time highs, Bitcoin can keep pumping a lot higher. And already since my last video, Bitcoin has pumped many thousands of dollars higher just since my last video. And this will likely continue because we are in a bull market. This is not just a short-term pump. As I've been saying over and over again, we are starting the next major bull run. And in case you're wondering, personally, yes, I am long on the price of Bitcoin. I'm still long on the price of Bitcoin since much lower prices, and I've been sharing that long position since basically I entered that trade. I shared this trade on my channel back then. And if you want to take these trades for yourself, personally, I take most of my trades and that trade right there over on Bybit. So I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit down below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link down below this video to make your Bybit account and deposit on that account, then you can get up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, but only if you use that link down below this video. And also, if you use that link, it'll take you to this page right here, which is a 500 USDT position airdrop. So basically a free $500 trade as your first trade over on Bybit, but that's only if you use the link below this video to make your Bybit account and deposit on that account. So if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, you might as well check this out. Once again, first link down below this video. But for whatever reason, if you cannot access Bybit or if you cannot KYC on Bybit, then there's also Bitfinex, which is another crypto exchange similar to Bybit, but you don't need KYC for Bitfinex, which means if you're in the US or the UK, for example, or another country where you might not be able to access Bybit, you can access Bitfinex. So I'll also leave a link to Bitfinex below this video. And if you use that link, you can get up to a 5.5K deposit bonus. And only if you use that link, you can get an exclusive 10% discount on all trading fees on the Bitfinex exchange forever. But that's only if you use the link below this video to make your Bitfinex account. So if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, once again, check out this exchange. And this is an alternative exchange that you can access from the US, for example. Links down below if you want to get those extra bonuses. But with that being said, taking a look at this Bitcoin liquidation heat map, and right now we are wiping out massive amounts of short positions in a major short squeeze. And obviously I've been talking about this over and over again now on the channel. We are playing out short squeeze after short squeeze after short squeeze. So first of all, we had this liquidation right here at around 78,500. We wiped out those positions in a short squeeze, pumping the price further to the upside. And then we had this area of liquidity, which I mentioned in my last video, sitting in between around 84,000 to 86,000, give or take. And right now, as of recording this video, we are currently in the process of wiping out those short positions in the next major short squeeze. And once we finally break out above around 86,000, we'll likely pump up closer towards around $90,000, basically hitting this this Fibonacci extension, which could act as a bit of resistance. So keep that in mind. We could find some resistance at around 89,000 to 90,000. But if, of course, we break out above 90,000, then we're basically on the home stretch to the 100K price target. And so ultimately, we still have a lot of liquidity to the upside here to grab, which essentially means more short squeezes still to come. And in terms of downside liquidity, we don't really have a lot of liquidity immediately to the downside just in the short term here, because we've basically just been pumping to the upside and wiping out all of these short positions. But with that being said, taking a look at Ethereum on the weekly time frame, and right now the price of ETH is also continuing this bull run, which I've once again been talking about over and over again now on the channel. We're bouncing from this huge line of support, which was sitting at around 2.4K, and every time we've bounced from this line of support over the last few years, we've seen a massive bullish reaction from this line of support, essentially a bull run that usually lasts for at least a number of months. And right now we're just beginning this bull run. It's only been 1 to 2 weeks since this bull run really actually started, so we're likely going to see another bull run here continue play out potentially over the next few months. So keep in mind, we're still playing out the bull run right now, and if we're taking a look at the 3-day time frame, we are now breaking out above this level of resistance at around 3.2K based on the previous Fibonacci level right here. And so the next resistance to watch out for is sitting at around 3,500 based on this high, and if we break out above 3,500, expect to move up towards around 3.9K to 4K, where we could find a decent amount of resistance based on these previous significant highs. So those are the points of resistance that I'm possibly watching out for the price of ETH. But right now, obviously, in terms of the trend and momentum, we're looking very, very bullish right now, playing out a bull run, which once again will likely continue to play out for potentially the next few months. And if we're taking a look at the daily time frame, the price of ETH is continuing that huge breakout from this previous sideways price range, this previous area of resistance, which was sitting in between around 2.7K to 2.8K. And like I said before we saw the breakout, as soon as we break out above 2.8K, expect a huge bullish move. That's exactly what we've seen as expected, a huge bullish move up towards this next resistance, which has still got a little way to go here, but this next resistance is sitting in between around 34.30 to 35.50. So around that $3,500 level, once again, based on this high right here mainly, and also previous support and resistance. And remember, if for whatever reason we see a slight little pullback in the small time frames in the short term, don't get shaken out. That's one of the biggest mistakes that beginners make, especially during the bull run. A lot of people, as soon as we see a slight little pullback, just immediately panic sell all of their crypto. And that's also known as a bear trap, where people basically panic sell crypto or even enter short positions during a bull run. That's very dangerous to enter short positions, because you could end up basically in the short squeeze, but on the wrong side of the trade. And so it would essentially be like trying to long the price of Bitcoin during a brutal bear market. Obviously, it's very dangerous to try to basically long Bitcoin during a bear market. And right now we're in the opposite. We're in a huge explosive bull market. So it's very, very dangerous to basically short Bitcoin or short crypto right now. So just keep that in mind. And if we're taking a look at Solana on the daily time frame, right now we are finally breaking out above this previous significant resistance, sitting in between $200 to $210, with the current price of Solana as of recording this video sitting at roughly around $220. So we're well and truly breaking out right now, but technically speaking, we still need to actually confirm a daily candle close above 210, because as of right now, this daily candle close still needs to actually close. It still needs to confirm. But essentially, if we confirm this breakout above 210, which at this stage is looking very likely, then zooming out on the weekly time frame, the next major point of resistance is basically the all-time high for the price of Solana, which is sitting at around 250 to 260. So right around 260 could be acting as major resistance, so keep that in mind. But right now we're basically on our way towards that all-time high level, towards that next major point of resistance. And then of course, once we can finally break out above around 250 to 260, then we're simply heading into all-time highs, into price discovery, similar to what Bitcoin is doing. And as I said, for Bitcoin and Ethereum, if for whatever reason we see a slight little pullback here in the short term, don't be shaken out, don't be scared, don't panic sell everything if we see a slight little pullback on small time frames, because that's perfectly normal to see from time to time. That does happen even during a bull market, as we saw just here, a pullback during a larger bullish trend. And once again, if you want to trade any of these moves in the price of any crypto to maximize your profits in crypto during this coming bull run, then check out those links down below this video to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.